In this video, we will introduce you to data walks, also known as workshops.
Hey, this is Jonas Breuer. I'm a PhD student at the Free University in Brussels, and I am researching how citizens could be involved in data protection impact assessments.
Hi, I'm Ine van Zeeland. I'm also a PhD student at EMEC VUB, and I focus on the practical protection of personal data in organizations. This video is about involving citizens in decisions about smart city data collection. At the end of this video, we will try to challenge you with a few questions about this subject. Let's start with a brief introduction of how the internet revolution has impacted our cities. The urban environment has a profound influence on who and what we are as humans. While the internet revolution has reached urban development, the effects are still in between digital and physical, and different actors can still co-shape the outcomes. What those outcomes will be therefore depends on who gets a say, on who can contribute, who decides what smart means. But this data capture is not only conducted by city officials, corporations, or anonymous actors involved in surveillance. Citizens themselves also collect data on the city, for example, in citizen science projects. There are certainly benefits from smart city data collection. For instance, decisions about city policies will be made based on information about real circumstances, and people could feel safer when an urban space is monitored. But there can also be risks to the rights of citizens, most prominently their rights to privacy and data protection. Citizens' right to demonstrate and their freedom of speech can also be affected when people feel afraid to speak out because all their moves are monitored. Data can also be used to exacerbate inequality, for example when police mostly patrol in the same neighborhoods, leading to data that show mostly deviant behavior in those neighborhoods, and then the police patrol those places even more. Such risks are why smart city planners need to conduct data protection impact assessments before they introduce new technologies in the urban environment. Data protection impact assessments are mandated by the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation, the GDPR. The GDPR also requires that citizens are informed when their data are collected, and that they can ask questions about what happens with the data, or even ask for their data to be removed. But not everyone in the city knows about this, or has the skills to understand what could happen to their data. For example, how are homeless people going to exercise these rights? Also, why should citizens be burdened with this extra work to figure out which data about them are collected and why? Often they didn't ask or sign up for this. Actually, citizens should somehow be involved in those data protection impact assessments we just mentioned, but that is not so easy. As we already mentioned, not everyone understands how technologies collect data. Some people have few digital skills or little access to technology. Some speak a different mother tongue or cannot read well. Filling in an online survey, for example, can then be a challenge. We propose a methodology to include citizens in data protection impact assessments that has a very low threshold, going for a walk. By actually visiting the spot in the city where data will be collected, potential benefits and risks will be immediately visible. You will also experience the cumulative effect of a new technology being introduced in a place where there are already other technologies. For example, a Wi-Fi tracker in a place which already has multiple cameras. In this way, new concerns may come to light, or citizens' concerns can be taken away. This is invaluable input for policymakers and smart city managers. There are simply many things you cannot imagine on your own behind a desk. Data walks or workshops consist of a walk in the smart city of approximately 1 hour with a group of around 10 citizens. There is a facilitator who guides the walk, and there are note takers who write down citizens' remarks. You can experience a workshop as part of this summer school. And now we come to the part where we want to challenge you. We have 2 questions for you to discuss. First, who should be seen as a citizen of the city? People who live there, or also people who only work there, tourists, undocumented immigrants? 2, should everyone be interested in participating? Who may not be interested in participating in smart city discussions? We are looking forward to your discussion. Thanks for watching.